One Pride, what's going on? It's your boy, T. Back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. On this channel, we talk about Detroit sports and we chase down the best version of ourselves. If that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and get in the algorithm, and I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to rock with me, T. So let's dive right in the video. I just messed it up. I usually bang on my chest so hard, and I kind of like doing that just to make it sound like a sound effect in the video, but I don't know if you guys can hear it really when I got the background music playing, but sometimes I hit myself hard. I'm like, why'd I do that? But anyway, that's not the point of today's video. Today we're recapping episode 2 of Hardknocks. I think it was a great episode. I thought that was a lot better than episode 1, and episode 1 didn't even disappoint. But the one thing I really took away, my biggest takeaway from Hardknocks, was how to do tricep pushdowns. I'm just playing, but that like shocked me because I always see this one guy in the gym just doing it the way Amon Ra's dad was saying it, and I kept looking at him like, why is he doing it like that? Because a lot of people I see just do it like stretch, like Amon Ra's dad was saying. But now I'm gonna take into consideration what Mr. Universe John Brown said, where you're doing tricep pushdown and doing it quick. Like I'm gonna start doing that because I want my triceps are pretty weak. That's probably my weakest muscle, and it's something I'm very sad about. But hey, if you want to check out my motivation, my workout videos, go ahead and do so. If they're on this channel, I know I'm random, I got motivation and I got sports, but I'm trying to find my niche here on YouTube. Let's dive into the recap of episode 2 though. Deuce Staley being hard on DeAndre Swift is one of my biggest takeaways from this episode. When he was in the coaches meeting and he was like, Swift has got it. Swift, I've been around guys that are talented. I've been around guys that just got it. And he said Swift's got it, but he's got to wake up that dog inside of him. And I kind of relate to that because my little brother, he's an athlete. He's pretty good at sports, but he doesn't have that, like, I'm not saying Swift doesn't have that dog in him. Swift does. He's obviously in the NFL, but he needs to just wake up that beast where no one's going to stop me. Like, I love how Deuce is challenging him, and I like how Swift is taking it because he realizes Deuce Staley can take him to places where DeAndre Swift wants to go. Where DeAndre Swift wants a huge contract, well, Deuce Staley can get you a huge contract. You just listen to him and let him coach you up. And I love that DeAndre Swift was listening to him. He wasn't like, yeah, whatever you say, coach. And I know when Deuce showed him the film, he looked at it, he corrected it, and the next play he scored a touchdown. Like, this is like some good things. This is some good information to see, because now we see that the coaches are actually seeing what the fans are seeing, what the fans have been saying all along. And that gets me into Aaron Glenn's speech. When I've been on this channel last year making videos, pretty much giving the same speech that Aaron Glenn gave to the Lions yesterday. The speech I give to you guys 1,000 times. When is enough going to be enough? When is not stopping the run going to be enough? When are we going to stop sucking? When are we going to be able to expect to win? That's why when I liked how he called out an offensive player, Jonah Jackson, and then he called out maybe a defensive player this time, and they all expected to win. It wasn't just speaking to the defense, it was speaking to the whole team, and they all respected Aaron Glenn. That just goes to show me, this whole episode really went to show me how much of a coaching staff Dan Campbell has and how they're all a man of their word. Like, you listen to that speech Dan Campbell gave before their preseason game where he's like, if you guys disrespect your teammates, you take your unstraps off, you unbuckle, and you're just over there BSing, I will chew you out. And you can tell how animated he is, and that's all about his team rules. Remember the first episode? Team rules were don't be late, don't disrespect your teammates, and don't disrespect the game. That goes into the team rules, and Dan Campbell is living it. That means he's a man of his word. You're not going to see him cower away from his word, and that's why you're starting to see the players play so hard for Dan Campbell. That's why you see him respect Dan Campbell so much. And I love Amon Ra St. Brown's attitude towards the game. How drafted, he was just honest. Like, yeah, it's a blessing he got drafted, but hey, there's 16 other people that you compete with on a daily basis that were chosen ahead of you. I'm glad he lets that haunt him. I'm glad he uses that as motivation, and I'm glad he can name every single one of them like a hit list and tell where they went to college, what position they went, or where they were selected before him. That's awesome. He remembered all 16, and that goes to show why. And him catching 202 passes, him working with his dad challenging him, there's no excuse for hard work. Hard work translates over into games. So this is why you saw Amon-Ra tear it up at the end of the year. I'm expecting him to tear it up this year, just the way he works, his work ethic. Injuries aside, Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to go off again this year, in my opinion. Now let's get into the superstar of last night's episode, Malcolm Rodriguez. I had a feeling when we drafted him, this is just me saying my feelings, like I had a feeling when we drafted him he could be special. Not like a special talent, but he could be a starting linebacker, because you always look at the linebackers that excel in the league. They're never the first round linebackers. They're never really the second round linebackers. It's always those mid-round linebackers that just go in and compete and start. Not to say this guy was really good, but remember that Martinez guy in the Packers? The guy was just reliable and he was a good linebacker. That's who Rodrigo reminds me of. Rodrigo reminds me a lot of that Martinez linebacker that the Packers had. He just seems like a consistent, seems like a hard worker, and he seems like he just knows his assignment and he's going to get the job done. I want him starting alongside Anzalone. Rotate Derek Martin's in there, but let's get Derek Martin's better. Let's get him to understand the playbook. And I love how Kelvin Shepard was like, this is a 6th-round pick. I'm not trying to disrespect any of you guys, but this is a 6th-round pick, and I'm putting the best product out there that's going to help us win some ball games. Finally, we got some coaching that finally understands what I've been trying to say, what the fans been trying to say, and the team is buying into what they're saying. This is so huge. All it takes is belief, hard work, and eventually things are going to start paving its way. Now, this is something I loved in that middle of that game when they were doing the first opening kickoff or whatever kickoff we had when Rodrigo made the tackle on special teams. I loved when Dan Campbell was like, go get his ass. That was awesome. That's what I'm saying as a coach to my players when I coached lacrosse last year. Like, you're so animated. Your players want to play for you because they know that you're ready to go to war with them. In a way, you're like, let's do it. I want to be out there and go and make the play too. That's where I took away from that Dan Campbell part. And I love his post-game speech, how honest he was, how it's the little things, what we say as fans, the coach is actually saying to the players. Who knows what Matt Patricia and all the previous coaches were saying to the players. But Dan Campbell said it's just one play, and we're going to keep on an upward trajectory. Like I've been saying all along, man, the Lions just got to keep getting better and better and better, and something's going to give. I love where we're at right now as a team. I love how our coaches are coaching our team. I just love the Lions. They're my #1 team, and I hope eventually this stuff starts translating over to wins in the regular season. But it's your boy T signing out. I'll see you guys in the next episode.